Oh, I can take it. Great, great. Oh, damn. That was really fast.
Access granted.
Yeah, you are here early. Shaved off a minute and a half. Yeah, of course they always have that. Ammo capacity. Revolver. Full inventory. Oh, that's max ammo too. There's perks. Oh, it feels so nice to be strong again.
How do you know? Maura told me you saw him talking to the queen. I'm sure she was probably barking orders at him again. Looks like this show is packed with A-listers now. Question is, who's headlining? Things will be a lot easier if Darrow was still around. Anyway, I better get back to storage in case he decides to spring a surprise inspection on us. Good idea.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, I have cloaking. So last time I'm going to send you the code for your barracks dormitory. I don't care if you have to carry this around in a pock sack or if you plaster it backwards across your own damn face so you have to look at it every time you see yourself in the mirror. Remember the damn code. 1385 1. Yeah, I would have only had the most basic cloak if not for that DLC. It did rob me of a lot of ammo that I never got back, but I got some practice points. Now, yep, just to confirm. So how much cash do I have? Like, oh, 51,000. Okay. Really is limited range, huh? Wait, what was I gonna go for? See, having more battery packs would be nice, but because they don't regenerate. I ain't really feeling it. Hmm. Yeah, not a whole lot left to get. Yeah, I'm tempted to get these though. And I may. I mean, the alternative is that I just keep chugging bars. I keep munching on bars as I'm cloaked, and with that, with those extra bars, I guess you could say I could pre-munch? Hmm. The issue is when I have to punch through walls. Because that, like, I feel that's just excess waste. That's honestly the main reason why I don't want to get the extra bars. It's us consuming a Klondike bar per wall punch when it really doesn't need to. I do kind of miss the DLC a little bit in the fact that they definitely had better level design. Like, they actually had enemies go through the area you cleared out, so my whole thought of, oh yeah, let's hide the bodies in case someone goes through, even though, of course, no one will. But actually, they did. And I kind of doubt they'll do that in the main game, at least not for a long while. What am I looking for? Alright, I wanted to resort. Hmm. There we go. I got Klondike on 5. Yeah, because they have all that experience from the base game, and they put it towards the DLC, and now it's like, yeah, I gotta go back to the base game. Oh, that's an accidental left click. Wait a minute. Final Final Fantasy 27. Even have Square Enix on there. uh. Club, is that guy coming this way? I know, I think we're up to like 15 right now. Oh, hello. Actually, I think it's better if I go through this way. So I risk walking through a window that they're like directly in front of if I do it the other way.
Directly to inorganic tissue. She is urging people to visit their local limb clinics immediately to have the faulty chips replaced. Inside sources tell me that augmentation giant Tai Young Medical is scrambling to produce enough new and improved biochips to meet the expected demand. This widespread defect, coming so soon after the recent riots, only raises more questions about the problem of human enhancement. Is this the beginning of a complete technological breakdown, or just another glitch in the system? This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Returning to tonight's biggest story.
Yeah, they seem like they'd be bunkmates. Yeah, I just finished OC3 repairs on the radar tower. We're losing ComStat between the receiving antenna's effective aperture and the scattering coefficient. I increased the gain on the relay antenna and replaced the transmitter's power supply. Pattern propagation factor should be nominal, but I'm going to continue running tests on the radar cross-section. In the meantime, our signal-to-noise ratio should be back under normal operating ranges. Oh, and for everyone who needs access to the radar controls, the code changed to 0111. Frank.
Electrostatic disturbances have been flooding in from around the globe. Elizabeth Duclair, spokeswoman for the WHO,
Yeah, 210 mils, more than enough. I had like 100 spared before the DLC.
In the multi-channel peripheral nerve biochip, a device which transmits neural impulses directly to inorganic tissue. She is urging people to visit their local limb clinics immediately to have the faulty chips replaced. Inside sources tell me that augmentation giant Tai Young Medical is scrambling to produce enough new and improved biochips to meet the expected
Okay, I thought this was maybe a hallway and I could get spotted. Ah.
so soon after the recent riots only raises more questions about the problem of human enhancement. Is this the beginning of a complete technological breakdown, or just another glitch in the system? This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Oh wait, I can hit up their stuff directly.
Returning to tonight's
This is fine then.
story. The World Health Organization today issued an unprecedented recall on augmentation technology. For days, reports of temporary malfunctions and electrostatic disturbances have been flooding in around the globe. Elizabeth Duclair, spokeswoman for the WHO, confirms that the cause of these disruptions
Access granted.
to a major malfunction in the multi-channel peripheral nerve biochip.
And here's some of the crazy rumors about this place. I was down near Katong Plaza in the city during my leave last weekend, checking on my kids back home at some internet cafe. Anyway, there were these two locals behind me talking about the branch. They were going on about the whole VersaLife whole bird flu outbreak that wiped out half the country a few years ago or something. Anyway, all of a sudden they start whispering, saying it's all part of some crazy conspiracy theory about a government to test a new biological warfare weapon. I think it even has something to do with the whole SARS thing 20 years ago. Apparently the ranch is actually owned by the Chinese. This is all part of some crazy population control scheme. Different websites devoted to this crap. It's like we're the new Area 51 or something. I think it's just a natural cycle, especially given our...
Returning to tonight's
wish I could go into more detail on how diseases spread. It has to do primarily with new diseases don't crop up all that often unless you come into contact with a new species, because then that species can say it's rare, but it's happening often enough that it happens occasionally that you get interspecies viruses. Like, like I think the COVID came from a bat. So a bat infected a human through contact with bodily fluids or something. And then it just so happens that the virus actually, like, it can survive in a human body, and how it happens to be deadly to us isn't that it's designed to kill the host, because a virus needs the host to survive for itself to survive. It doesn't want to kill the host. Weaken it, maybe, so that it can, like, thrive for a bit, but it doesn't want to kill the host, otherwise it itself dies with the host. But this new virus comes from a bat, and so they're just doing what they would do inside of a bat's body, but that ends up killing the host of the human body. That's how all the deadly plagues come about. They come from a different species, and they try to do their normal thing, but inside a human body, and that just kills the human. And outbreaks are going to happen kind of regularly, or rather, new diseases are going to happen regularly as long as we keep deforesting, because we're going to have to send people in there to do deforesting. They're going to come into contact with new species. You're going to get infected because they're underpaid contractors. So they don't really care too much about doing things right. They just want to get it done so they get paid. And they get sick, and they start spreading to other people. Although COVID didn't come from that. COVID came from wet markets in China, because there's apparently a tradition of rich people eating exotic animals live or something. I see that packet loss. Yeah, people in wet markets handling that stuff. It's just a breeding ground for infection. Really bad ones happen every 100 years. But, like, just straight diseases on the lethality, or just not necessarily the lethality, but definitely on the that have as this much disturbance on human life occur every, like, decade or two, but we only get the really deadly ones or the really global ones every century about. So with this, yeah, I would just chalk it up to, that's just a disease cycle coming about. But at the same time, given this is inside a video game that's been made with writers, I kind of feel like the conspiracies probably hold some more water than they otherwise would if I didn't think this was a video game. And the bitrate's holding up, but that packet loss is really extreme. Ah, there goes a bit. Not sure if that needs addressing or not, honestly. Someone from maintenance get down to the loading bay C and clean up the old DCI lab equipment. That shit is useless and is only taking up valuable space. We've been starting to get complaints from engineering that some of the seals on the viral coolants are leaking. That shit needs to go. Well, so they do have... they're doing bio. Oh boy, okay. Yeah. The unfortunate part is that if not for capitalism, we actually wouldn't really have a COVID outbreak, because wet markets wouldn't exist without the capitalist influence of them using their money to pressure wet markets into being open when they shouldn't be. Is for one. Another part is the fact that if not for that profits of everything, we would have, at least the governments in China specifically, would have shut down the wet markets, contained everything, and would have never spread outside its original origin point. But they didn't, because wealthy elites are dumb at the very least. They don't care, I guess, at best. Oh, I have a 1-1. Signal jammer.
You must have done something, Jensen. 4 of our GPL signals just popped up, including yours. Koss, Colvin, Faraday. I'm not picking up Dr. Reed.
Send me the coordinates you do have. And Pritchard, tell Sarif.
I can't. While you were incommunicado, Mr. Darrow invited him, Bill Taggart, and the UN delegates to Panchea. They're halfway to the Arctic by now.
Great.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And willfully ignorant is an incredibly fine line separating it from malicious intent. But yeah, because of that it got to spread, and then I mean, you probably have a gist of what happened in America. Again, we should have just traced it, shut things down, let the disease run its course for like maybe a month, get with everybody locked down strictly, get people paid so they can actually keep living. Although if it was true socialism, they wouldn't need money to survive. They just kind of get the stuff they need anyways. Anyhow, do that for a month, and then it would burn out, and then we just have to kind of be vigilant, make sure it burns out elsewhere, and then we can lift all restrictions and be done. But no, you know the rest of the story, because they kept saying, but my profits. But my profits. So they kept things open, and it spread. And we would have been able to even handle that if it wasn't for the just-in-time delivery system that capitalism brought about, which is the fact that all this privatized healthcare does not have a stockpile of anything. They don't have an emergency fund. They don't have an emergency anything, except for the emergency room. They literally just order stuff as they need it, when they need it. So, you get this huge outbreak. Our delivery system can't keep up. Okay, I can't take out the mainframe this time. Yeah, I mean, you can really place how bad this whole disaster has been squarely on the values of capitalism. Because even somewhat socialist countries, mostly I think it was Korea, South Korea specifically, was a shining example of that. They had the whole disease on lock within like a couple weeks. And they really didn't have new cases. Even New Zealand, they were one of the first countries to have 0 new cases. That was after, I think, like a couple of months, because it took a while to reach them anyways. More than that, they actually, like, listen to their scientists and aren't... They don't have a maliciously ignorant population. I would think of moving to New Zealand, because they also speak English down there, but they probably have Australia's internet, and I don't think I want to deal with that. Oh, nice. Yeah, probably. He was one of the people that I listened to in the past that influenced my current thoughts. I say in the past because I haven't listened to a lot of political videos lately. Okay, before I start capturing that, there's that one, and that's it. Okay. Oh, okay. I hit that by accident. I have to wonder if there's hotkeys, though.
Access granted.
Okay, I got C4, which I've never used. Damage upgrade. Rockets, Peps, LMG. Okay, so this needs a rate of fire and a damage upgrade, then it's maxed out. So probably what I've got now should be pretty close to what it can actually do.
Unprecedented recall on augmentation technology. For days, reports of
Honestly, it looks a bit like they're meeting. Reload speed. I don't really need to reload that. I'll give it to the trank rifle. It's the only upgrade I can get anyways. Grenade launcher. Credit chip. Scoured here, right? Yeah. And not having an aiming reticle is really a pain in the ass. If you don't have it for long enough, you get used to where it should shoot. But dang, I'm not used to that yet. Yeah, they really like Final Fantasy 27.
Stand down, it was nothing.
So really concerned over that stream connection. Because that packet rate, the packet loss is not settling down, but the bit rate's still holding up, surprisingly. Okay.
Is someone hiding over there?
Oh, I know what I can do. There we go. Oh wait, do I have a practice point? I do. Now I have to decide what I want to work for, because I could go for double takedowns. Which, okay. I don't really see the point. To the stealth enhancer, it's not as good as I thought it could be. This, I feel like... I feel like that's not really worth it, especially if I just want to capture everything. I feel like that last one's only worthwhile if I wanted to pick and choose what I want to loot. Beam stabilizer, I mean, it could be useful, but probs not. And then there's move silently, which I have to find out a new key to press. Walk silently. I already walk silently, so let's just run silently. And there's sprint silently. And there's jump and land. Hello for energy bars. Oh, that's filled up automatically, at least for now. Who knows, man? Who knows? Alright, let's... Is the door still open? Good, good. Let's drag his ass over. always stop so close to your hiding spot. Yeah, I can't switch grenades while holding them. Oh well. Oh, I can chuck them. The accidental left click. Alright, there are gas grenade. Oh, what? Okay. Okay, that's ridiculous. Hmm. You know what? Let me know if the stream gets a bit intolerable to watch, because I can still try to say swap networks. It's just that doesn't always improve the situation. It doesn't seem like it's ring cancer just yet. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, so get an extra bar. And then...
Get him! I see you! Got him in sight. Acquiring target! You won't get far! Come out!
Eh. Oh, that took a while to take effect. Does that really hurt? No, I can't take the mainframe.
Access granted.
Yeah, that's a precarious situation indeed. I mean, not as precarious as the Slode. The Slode are just outright hostile, but hey. Nobody? Okay. So here's something I really want to test. Yep. Can cloak straight through those. Guess it's the satellite array thing then. Alright. Oh, I could have taken the mainframe.
Access granted.
Whoops. Whoops. Alright, I can throw bodies. Or maybe not very far. I can't help but feel that maybe the aim stabilizer reduces that bob from moving. The red dot, but otherwise, I don't really need aim stabilizer. Okay, so I probably can't throw these guys. A little bit. Definitely a lot heavier, though. Ah, there it goes. You received new shipment of hardware from HQ and some heavy-duty weaponry, so we're placed all in secure storage in your hangar O1. Code is 2410. Until further orders are given, this equipment is for emergency use only. If I see any jackals looking for fuel upgrades, I'll have your hides. Same goes for the rest of the men in your companies. Please update your officer requisition databases. Which building to go into now, though? No, I can go straight for their mainframe, huh?
Access granted.
Hey, did you see the latest issue of Atlantic Quarterly? They wrote an article about the old ranch back when it was still called the Disease Control Initiative and owned by the World Health Organization. In particular, they go on a great deal concerning the H5N1 disaster and its lasting effects in the region. Really fascinating read. Check it out. Swing by my desk if you want my copy. P.S. Ever get the feeling we're also sitting on a ticking time bomb? Can someone from maintenance get down to BC and clean up the old... Ah, right, that one. Access granted, you say? There's still the old limb clinics, like... I never quite got to... see what the limb clinics are about, you know? There was back doors I could go into, but never really got to... never quite went inside. Let me guess, it was one of those Nigerian spam mail, wasn't it? Ha! Regardless, here's my new password, Morpheus. Well, I'm redoing everyone's login. The passcode goes that spam mail that got through to the Gen Lab. I have a login for you. Marano, could you come up with a password and let me know? This is time sensitive. Somebody actually fell for those. It's just a matter of time when you send out that many, though.
Access granted.
Greetings, warrior personnel. I'm writing you for the second time this week in hopes of receiving the requested equipment I outlined in my previous correspondence. An as of yet unidentified saboteur is compromising the integrity of my workstation with his or her blatant disregard for morality and common decency. What's quickly becoming a recurring event, I have returned to my computer only to find it defiled with pornographic images. These images depicting humans engaged in gross acts of unnatural copulation with farm animals is both an affront to my senses and an insult to the time-honored traditions of the agricultural industry, not to mention respectable animal husbandry practices. I ask only that you supply me with access to at least one device for electronic motion picture acquisition, with both normal and the light recording capabilities, so that I may catch this purveyor of juvenile delinquency in the act. This one's also like, do you have access or not? Any other ways into these buildings? Because I know I have the rebreather, so if they gas me, I'm fine, but like, I don't want to go through the front if I can help it. I found a wall to punch. Ooh, EMP need, mine template, C4. Sniper and a shotgun. Shoddy sniper. Got your long range, you got your close range. Alright, where's that camera? I think that camera's still active. Oh, I see that. Alright, I have to wait here for my bars to regen. Oh, and while I'm at it, I did take a good chunk of damage, so let's use a couple hypostims. With that, I now have access to security. Hey, so but oh, this one's a little complex. Hmm. See, that should be about everything, right? Yeah, that's everything.
Access granted.
Enemies, disable, and there we go. And template EMP. Credits. Combat rifle is like 2 upgrades away from being maxed, so I'm gonna leave that be. Or I'm gonna start using it to see if it's actually worth a damn compared to the 10 mil. Armor piercing has made this incredibly useful to me. As far as long range goes, and lethality, I still have a laser cannon.
Who's there?
Ah, second floor. Okay, okay. Well. Gotta do your maintenance, folks. Otherwise I can just punch my way in. Everybody's above. Everybody's above. Any secure? I see lasers. Any computer though. Oh wait, I don't use those anymore, do I? No, I don't. There's a computer. Oh, looks like alive. Since I'm looking for is alive. Alright. Oh, I can go straight for the mainframe. Good, good.
Access granted.
Alright, so that's a restock on Tranks. Can drop the auto hack thing and pick up the rest of them. I see. Go straight to him. Well, let's not bother with that for the moment, and instead take out all security first. There's a terminal, but question is if it's security though. It is security. Actually, hold up. Dr. Secretary. Hello, Mr. Fox. Sorry for the inconvenience, but it seems someone thought it would be a good idea to install recreational apps in the lab security hub. Sometimes the sheer stupidity of some people simply baffles me. Anyway, crash the hub OS and... Oh, oops. Crash the hub OS and we had to format and reinstall. Your information has been reset. Default top frag. Alright, no robots, but at least we got the cameras. Okay, I'll throw them in a storage room, and that will be that.
Did you hear footsteps?
Oh, he's up there. You know what? I think I'll spend the next few points on aim stabilizer. I do want to see if how that affects the red dot, if at all.
Hello? If anyone is hiding here, you'd better come out. Easy was nothing.
Yep. Alright, that's max CR ammo. Ditch the extra trank round. Grab your stuff, and then huck. And huck. Oh, man. I know, right? I learned I can do that today. Let's see. Okay, so that's one way I could have entered. That's where I came from. Oh, right, there was one case, though, that I missed. Right here. No, whatever. 200's more than enough. Oh, okay. I'll probably sneak past those guys if you actually enter through the front.
Footsteps. Who's there?
Yep, there's the guy. Ah, here he comes. Here he comes.
Hello? Anyone is hiding?
Okay. makes moving bodies so much nicer and so much funnier. There's no sound. It feels kind of weightless, and there's like no thud when they hit the wall either. Nothing at all. That's a work computer, or that's a security. Oh boy, okay. I'll wait for the bar and then... Okay. Well, that was risky. Risky flub. Oh boy. Okay. I'm so glad that thing didn't spot me. So damn glad. Okay, okay. So... computer is in there. My computer along there. Today we'll be starting a new shift patrolling the Microgen Labs. Your log information response grid hub is as follows. P-Vault's Ruckus. Okay, okay. Can't quite thoroughly hide the bodies because... you get rid of security. Alright. See you nodding off there. Let me help you. Use new code for the Colvin's office, 1504. Please try to keep this confidential. If I receive complaints from her concerning privacy and some stolen underwear, I know it's a sausage fest here on the ranch, but let's try to respect the few women we have under our protection, alright? The exact thing we're not causing, a ruckus. Oh, also, hi, Alyssa. Well, the battery looks fine to me. That's just the packet loss. I mean, maybe when you said that, it was actually pretty terrible, but right now, it seems fine. Very good, Lieutenant. Keep me apprised. Supreme excellence consists in breaking enemy's resistance without fighting, for now. You asked me to keep a close eye on electronic communications between our 5 newest arrivals. For the most part, they seem to be sticking to the guidelines we laid out for them, though there have been a few questionable comments directed to the team leader. I'm not too worried, because she always warned them off immediately. Isolation seems to be working. For everyone except the Russian, that is. He's attempted, more than once, to hack through our restriction protocols and get messages to the others. I suspect he's going to become a serious problem. Keeping an eye on him. How the fuck are we still getting Nigerian spam mail? Higgins, I want you to double check the proxy stack and make sure it's operating on spec. If our security has been compromised in any way, I want to know about now. We're sitting on some sensitive data here, boys, and Nigerians will be the least of our worries if our network is breached. Hey boss, just a heads up, but Cantrell's email account is getting Nigerian spam again. She swears she hasn't been using tunneling software or anything to access restricted off-site pages, and her logs check out clean. Advice? Welcome back, Sobit. Ah, that's a bit rough. Although I did get the email for it today, I'm gonna do it. I don't know. It's optional to give your insurance information on there, and I want to do that. So I guess I'll have to check if I have my card later tonight. If not, I'll have to wait until tomorrow morning to sign up so I can get the info from my parents, who definitely have a card. As for this guy, though. Where's the other one? Yeet. Alright, 2 bodies, max for tight spaces. That is such a long sprint. Alright, and... I don't know, do I stuff them behind the desk or what? I guess. Alright, let's see if any other terminals, yeah? Let's see, that one's friendly. Same code for both these doors, huh? Maybe they're... Oh, they are connected. That'll make sense. Mr. D, these new samples are simply amazing. The fragments are definitely human, present some peculiar, albeit tacit, particularities. I have to say, this could be it. This could be the break we were waiting for. I've started to work on it, and so far, fragmentation and ligation were not an issue. Fragments were efficiently amplified, and vector insertion reacted as expected to DNA ligase. Having problems with transfection, though, to be expected, and it's probably linked to the aforementioned singularities. Nothing but a working tests can't fix. If we make it, if the cells react as planned, we can properly screen and get proper sequencing. It could remove every obstacle we've faced so far. Even better, we could end up with subjects impervious to bloodstream rejection. This goes far beyond simple augmentation rejection. It could modify augmentation technology as we know it. I think you should inform Mr. Page immediately. I hope you forgive my impetuosity, but I started naming the subjects with the names of the apostles. I believe it's befitting, considering the underlying subject and the importance of this leap forward. God, this is so exciting. Hey, Nigerian spam. Where is it? Just Nigerian spam. Yeah, it's Nigerian spam. Okay, whole store. Hi there. Excuse me. Nia, listen to me. You know what they're doing to us. Recognize the tactics. They're giving life by not taking it. Keeping us isolated so that their truth becomes everything. Don't you see the signs? Do not give in to them. I'm programming blind here. Nia, you're thinking too narrowly. The positioning of the processors is just a detail. It doesn't really matter. What matters is the input coming into the chip from the nervous system. That's what's generating individual and/or multi-threads you need to suppress. Focus on isolating those patterns, and I think you might actually get somewhere. But if it makes you feel better, H told me Eric's designing the chip. You've worked with him long enough to know how he thinks. I can't work like this, Megan. How do they expect me to write a program that will run on a biochip I haven't even seen a design for yet? I need to know the layout of the processors, otherwise I can't determine which threads should be suppressed and which should be allowed to stay active. Instead of controlling their damn crowd, I might very well end up inciting it to a riot. Hi.
Get the hell out! This lab is off limits to you people.
Nice to see you too, Dr. Goldman.
What? Wait a second. I know you. You were Seraph's security guy. Way to protect our asses.
Hey, check the attitude, Doc. I nearly died trying to save you.
Oh, and now you're here to take me back. Well, maybe I don't want to go. Maybe I've got more here than I ever had at Seraph.
Would Vasily Savchenko agree with that? They executed him and dumped his body in a ditch.
That's not true.
Believe it. Unless these murderers have you so brainwashed, you don't mind building their toys.
It wasn't a toy. It was a software upgrade that limits functionalities in a biochip. They told me it was for crowd control. Is Vasily really dead? You saw the body?
What was left of it?
Oh my god. I should have listened to him.
Dr. Colvin, I need to locate the rest of the team. But Dr. Reed's GPL isn't broadcasting.
She's in the secured zone. There are guards everywhere.
Then I need a way to get the guards out. A distraction. Maybe a lab accident, what do you say?
After what those bastards did to Vasily? Of course. But one minor incident in this lab won't be enough.
No. But if a couple of other labs go up, simultaneously...
Declan and Eric. Of course. Interesting idea, Mr. Jensen. Ambitious, but risky. The timing will be critical.
I'll coordinate the attack. But you understand that this could all backfire.
I'm no shrinking violet, Mr. Jensen, but there may be another issue.
They're tracking your GPLs, aren't they? I've been wondering how to get around that.
Smart man. Just like Vasily. He had a plan to shut down their tracking and jamming protocols using a virus. Maybe Declan or Eric know something more about it.
Dr. Colvin, I need to know I can trust you. You seemed pretty happy to be here until I told you about Dr. Savchenko.
It's been 6 months, Mr. Jensen. Not long for you, perhaps, but how long can a person live in constant fear? Once they took us out of isolation, it just seemed easier to concentrate on the work.
Did all of you feel that way?
Vasily didn't. Maybe not Declan either, but the work we do here, the discussions, and the theories. I thought Seraph's projects were far-reaching, but the experiments I've seen going on here, it's the kind of stuff DARPA dreams up every day.
Only without governmental oversight keeping you in line.
I suppose I'm just a typical scientist to you, right, Mr. Jensen? Blindly pushing boundaries? No care for who's footing the bill or how our discoveries get made?
We all have to live with ourselves at the end of the day, Dr. Colvin.
You're right, of course. But were things so different in Detroit? We all know where those Seraph contracts came from, don't we? You asked me if you could trust me. You can. But you better get on with this.
I haven't yet located Eric Koss, Dr. Colvin. Do you know where they're keeping him?
He's working in a lab on the 3rd floor. There's an elevator that might get you there. It's on the 2nd floor, though, and I heard the guard say something about that floor being shut off. But then again, with those neuroenhancements of yours, you might find a way to get into it.
Dr. Faraday doesn't seem to be working in this building. Any idea where he is?
I think he's in the biomech lab next door. But you don't have to go outside to reach him. There's a skywalk that connects the 2 buildings. Maybe you can use it.
Okay, wait for my signal, Dr. Colvin. When your GPL starts to vibrate, set off the distraction.
I understand. And I'm sorry for what I said earlier.
Alright, so both rational and emotional, which is a weird combination. Alright. Okay, no praxis. Hey, Alyssa, do you remember what aim stabilizer did? Like, in regards to red dots? I know you probably didn't use anything with the red dot since you only did non-lethal, but I'm just wondering, because there is that bit with Bob there. I wonder if aim stabilizer will affect that at all. Because if it does, and I get perfect accuracy no matter what, like I'm playing freaking Doom, that'd be real nice. Is that really it? Is that really it? I don't know. This is, yeah. Okay. Alright, back to max strengths. Is the camera on or off? It's off, okay. Let's see the green lines if it were on. So then. Got computers in here. That's neat. Can't get no space. I have to have 20 painkillers. I wonder how soon until I can actually, like, sell some stuff, because I do want to sell Burke's revolver. I've informed IT of the upcoming relocation of your office quarters from Microgen to Biomech. You should find other security clearance network access functional once the relocation process is completed on the subsequent date. In the meantime, please take note of your new office's location and access code. McLab, 2nd floor, room 22, door code 2021. Clearance C8 Amber. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to contact me. I want my advice, go see Jenny in the archives room, see if you can borrow the MK Ultra files for a few days. We weren't exploring the same ideas as you are, per se, and the techniques they were using were definitely more crude, but still, you might find something in the notes that sparks a new idea. Just a thought. Still on for a morning run tomorrow? Okay. Really don't know what to do, so I had no in my gut that the key to getting the SMI chip was functional license chemical matrix, but I can't seem to find the right neurostimulation patterning. Any ideas? Due to the high toxicity of material routinely handled in the compound, no smoking, eating, or drinking is permitted outside of designated safety zones. Remember, failure to comply with Omega Range policy and regulations can and will result in immediate termination. Reminder that the Omega Ranch Interdepartmental Mensa competition will commence this evening at 1900 hours. The semifinals for high security personnel will be announced in a separate secure access transmission. Remember, more lives than your own may depend on your mental fitness. really don't know what to do ahead. I know in my gut that the key to getting the smart chip functionalized in its chemical matrix. Oh. The joke will be on you. To whomever it felt necessary to change my screensaver into some background for something involving pornographic farm animals for the third time this week. Very immature. As you all know, I am now installing tracking software on my computer and have asked security to place a hidden camera somewhere inside the lab. I'll be reporting the next person that decides to compromise the integrity of my workstation with these disgusting images. You have been warned. I'm still waiting the return of my stapler. I know you have it, Jim. Oh. That could have been bad. Nah. Too far out for my taste. Oh wait, don't I have a... I do have a lead indicator, don't I? Forgot I have the upgrade. I'm surprised it's a toggle still, well... Doesn't feel like it should be. Now, so if he walks, like, right up to me, I'll just cloak behind his ass and then, you know, karate chop. I'm really tempted to sword arm him, though. Sword arm. Because in the DLC, I'm just like, these guys are all military. So, like, fuck sparing their lives, they aren't civvies. Here, I think it just kind of happened that I started doing non-lethal. Wonder, though. Oh! Because he's alive, he disables the barriers when he's nearby. Oh! Oh, how wonderful. Oh, he's in a very open spot, but... Yeah. It works. It works. I have to wonder if that worked with a corpse too, but I don't have any corpses to try it with.
Access granted.
No, it won't matter now. Nobody on this floor within a 50-meter radius, so that's fine. Actually having decent freaking run speed, it's so wonderful. So wonderful. Is like a person I can talk with, or... Clearly scientists, though. Well, let's not alarm them too much. Oh, there's an elevator, huh? Alright. Okay, it does make some very soft thud sounds. Only when they hit the floor, though. Okay, that should work. Yeah, apparently Jordan and his team are finally able to make a bit of progress in the production of higher tolerance DNA. Yeah. From what I've heard, they got access to samples that allow them to make an incredible leap forward. It's not only about dealing with the rejection syndrome anymore, it's about nullifying it completely. Shouldn't have made that nanotech bullshit bet with him. Got a feeling he'll end up owing someone $200. He's still on for Thursday? Okay, where else do I need to check on this for? Because I feel like I've missed something. No, that's actually it. That's actually it. I mean, aside from the elevator, anyways. Okay. Honestly, I definitely lifted those up, probably. And I did so because normally the game kind of likes to hide vents behind these. So I didn't even think to check that, oh yeah, this is an elevator. Well, yeah, so it's just crossing the sky bridge, but otherwise we're pretty solid right now on exploration. Got this building down pat, and all the guards are knocked out. Instead of deadened. Maybe if I were playing alone I might read the ebooks more, but I really don't feel like reading them much.
What do you want? I told you people not to barge in here. Wasn't the new biochip design enough?
Dr. Koss, I'm here to get you out.
Jensen? From Sarif? But we were told we'd been written off.
Not exactly.
Listen, Jensen. They forced me to work for them. I didn't want to create the new biochip, especially since it was based on Sarif's research, but they didn't give me a choice.
No one doubts your loyalty, Dr. Koss. Do you know what they plan to do with this new biochip?
I'm not sure. They said something about having Tai Young Medical produce it and distribute it through LIM, but I can't be sure.
I know, and I'm here to bring you all back. But to reach Megan, I need you, Colvin, and Faraday to stage lab accidents as a distraction, simultaneously.
Isn't that a little risky? Besides, how will we coordinate these accidents? It's impossible.
Maybe not. But it's that or staying here and eventually ending up like Dr. Savchenko.
They killed him, didn't they? He kept provoking them, coming up with these wild escape plans. They try to keep us apart as much as possible now. All right, Mr. Jensen. I'm with you. What's our next move?
We need to disable their GPL tracker. I know Dr. Savchenko was working on something.
Yes, a virus program. We all thought it was too risky considering we had nowhere to go. But I don't have it. You'd better check with Nia or Declan.
Declan, right. Dr. Koss, do you have any idea where they're keeping him?
I might. I overheard some of the guards. I think he might be working in the basement of the biomech labs. But I'm not sure.
Basement? You mean with the leaking bio weapons?
Dr. Koss, the bioship you mentioned was based on Sarif studies?
Yes, I believe so. At first I thought it was merely convergent research, but I've worked with Dr. Reed long enough to recognize her handiwork. Besides, I had been working on something similar back in Detroit.
And your knowledge of it made you invaluable here.
At least to a certain extent, it probably helped us all stay alive. But now with Dr. Shevchenko, I guess we've all become expendable. Except for Dr. Reed, I suppose.
Why do you say that?
It's more of a general feeling, I guess. back in Detroit, we all realized that we were on the verge of something groundbreaking. And here, well, everyone seems to view her research as crucial in some way.
That might explain why she's being held in a secured area.
Possibly. I'm just glad we're going home. It's kind of hard to believe.
Sit tight, Dr. Koss. When you feel a vibration from your GPL, set off that distraction. That'll be the signal.
I will. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. And hurry.
I'm wondering how he knows their GPLs are going to vibrate, though. Also, I'm curious about doing a no hacking playthrough of this. Like, hacking is such an integral part, but there are ways to get around it if you invest in everything else besides hacking. From a 3-meter jump to punching through walls to cloaking, you should have ways to go through without needing to hack. I don't know where they're keeping you, but rest assured you are not alone. Declan and I are being forced to work on the Rogen building, separately of course, but from time to time our paths have crossed, tend to get us out of here. If there's any way for you to slip a note to the morgue telling Declan where you are, then do it. We'll find a way to get you home, son. Stay strong. That was from, Sevchenko. I hear you, Eric, and understand, but I don't think they'll listen to me. It's hard enough convincing them to allow this level of interaction between us. Soldiers are used to being compartmentalized. They think everyone else should be able to work in the dark, too, knowing only half the information. I am reviewing all your work, though, so don't worry. I'll let you know if we're straying too far off. Dr. Reed, I don't mean to rock the boat, but maybe you could convince them to let you come by and check on my work in person sometime. It feels progressing in the right direction, but since I don't have access to the original Patient X files anymore, I'm simply not sure I'm getting the genetic chemical composition right, and you know how important that formula is when it comes to stabilizing the nerve interface connection. Without it, these biochips won't work at all. These guys were making the new biochips, that's for sure. Or whether they were working on them. Now, I thought I could... There we go. Where am I? Okay, so down to the second floor then. Well, at least for this building, I've got security neutralized. Alright, on to unknown territory. Oh, let's save first. Gotta make use of our time hacks. Oh, way to go, it works. Going from discriminator to discriminator. I gotta let my bars fill up. Okay, we're good on that. So now we have our third bar.
Footsteps? Hello? If anyone's hiding here...
Footsteps.
Okay. I mean, that worked out, but it was totally risky. Because I don't have the energy to move the bodies. Where is that other guy? Oh, he's just sitting in there. I don't see any cams here either. They're all hiding behind the display cases. For now, anyways. Oh, come on. This guy refuses to be thrown. I'll get these two then. Due to the high toxic material being handled in this compound. Alright, it's the same old. No eating or drinking or smoking outside designated areas warning.
I heard that.
Alright. That handles that. SBC O'Connor, the new log information for your computer is as follows. A. O'Connor, Kepler. The lab Shevchenko is using in the microgen building has been officially cleaned from top to bottom. No forensic team in the world will be able to find trace materials in there now. Change the door code to 55377 and let admin know they can reassign it. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he sees what I did with his stapler. Wait. Mark Solansky is the guy? Sure, we could even record one of us wearing a lab tech uniform the next time we do it. So I just got another request from Dwayne to have a hidden camera installed in his lab. Should we play along and humor him? He still thinks it's one of the other eggheads in his department that's putting all the farm porn on his PC. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. You see, this is the kind of people I don't think I'd really mind killing. Anywho, let's get the vents stuffed. That said, I don't think I can kill unconscious people, because I think I tried in the past. Well, I do want to leave them as is, but I will give it a go. Try it this time. If they get woken up by a friendly, then yes, I can kill them, but if they're still asleep... Oh, I can't. Cool. Takes a lot of shots, though. I mean, seriously, it's like one headshot. Ah, still is one headshot. Guess it's just a bit harder to hit the head when they're ragdolled. Maybe I'm hitting the neck or something? I don't know. Because I swear I'm hitting a hipfire headshot on him, you know? But it's not... But still doesn't kill him one shot. Oh well. They are not finding those bodies. That's for damn sure. Okay. Welcome back.
Access granted.
Okay. Oh, they're getting the file on me again. Here's a copy of the file, and security specialist shouldn't be a problem. I'll send you copies of the asset files. Recently augmented, military grade, armed, extremely dangerous, current status alive. Oh, I can read. House Eric. Yeah. Silly. Rio Chavez wants me to check something in the biomech work. Can you send them the access code to shut down the elevator laser grid? Sure, it's 2535. Got more trank darts and a trank rifle. Well, now I have like a space. I guess I could throw them into this office. Emphasis on throw. Oh, and now he gets up? Oh boy. Alright, I got my bars full. Oh, he's listening to the talk show host. I don't have to use my cloak. I don't have to use my cloak. I have to use my cloak. Okay, I guess that's... yeah, it's maxed out. CR ammo. So I'm carrying 350 rounds. I don't know what the hell I'll do with all that, but alright. Ah, stun gun. Alright, let's get you. Now I can throw you. Actually, I'll keep you on the first floor. Less hassle. Let's give you to an office rendezvous. Hey there, just finished running the test you asked for on that Asian girl, subject 521. Sorry to say it looks like an epic fail. I applied the stimulus pattern exactly as prescribed, and even cross-checked it with the Eberhard module, but the BMI implanted isn't picking up any activity in the cortical neurons. I think you might need to go back to the drawing board in this one. Oh, it now occurs to me. I have one of those vent seconds to stash bodies in again. And that'll do. I almost certainly don't need this much CR ammo unless I plan to go all out with it. And I would like to go all out with it at some point, but that's a tough bet. Because the 10 mil is actually pretty great at silently taking out people. Alright. Come on, man. There we go. Now you're not occupying the space. Now then this guy. His doofy ass body. There we go. Everybody's hidden in the vent.
This time the money is in the entire West Coast collapsing into the Pacific. Not to mention hitting a home run for the Council of Mines.
Dr. Gomez, I've been charged with setting up new computer codes for everyone. You will be required to use the following codes by next business day. O. Gomez, Tex-Mex. Come on, don't tell me you don't know this already. I mean, who really owns the place? Everyone knows Hugh Darrow bought it through its subsidiaries back in 2021. You just need to know where to look and whom to ask. There are a lot of things here that are quite interesting. I mean, look at the research we're doing. Look at this place. You're right, I've heard that one before. It's all part of a shadowy conspiracy to manipulate and control the scientific world. What am I saying? The world, period. You should note sarcasm here, by the way. Whomever felt it necessary to change my screensaver. Ah, for the third time this week. Okay. Wait a minute, do I? Okay. Oh, I can't take the mainframe. Oh well.
Access granted.
Tenth of a second. This is not a weekend project using a grade school chemistry set, Donald. We're working on a multi-billion-dollar project for Christ's sake. Your lack of discipline and focus is totally unprofessional and could put our work in jeopardy. I want you to know that this is my first and last official written warning. If, under any circumstances, you ever fail to obey regulations, protocols, procedures, heck, if you even forget to punch in getting inside the lab, I'll have you thrown out, literally. I'm sorry to be so harsh, but your lack of scientific rigor has just cost us an entire week of tests. We can't simply assume that everything is alright and your misstep didn't have any effects whatsoever on the results. We have to start again. Please, for your own sake, be more careful. Alright. Cannot take the mainframes, that's unfortunate.
Access granted.
Oh man, what a bitch. Check this out. That's from that's from Donald. He's gonna get fired for sure. Where are the shortage of lab supplies, in particular chairs and stools? We have a new shipment coming in soon and we'll keep you all updated. In the meantime, please refrain from using expensive lab equipment as a makeshift sitting apparatus. If you must insist on using a non-sanctioned sitting apparatus, please consider the tensile strength materials present in the object in question in comparison to your own mass volumetric density. In other words, stop breaking shit with your fat asses. Dr. Ablett, as we know Donald, I have been charged with setting up new computer codes for everyone. You'll be required to use the following codes the next day. The Ablett Monastic. Alright, got a Klondike bar. Another Klondike bar. We are aware of a shortage of labs. Alright, that. Alright, so where be? Meh. Alright, that's handled. So then there's down here. Now, seeing the thing right below here can be think, oh yeah, oh, I can see him. I thought this would be like a hidden staircase type of deal, but maybe not. Yep, here is that entrance from before. Let's look at the map. Did I miss any rooms? Probably not. Only probably. Alright, here's the stairs. Did I check this vent or is it? It's stuffed. Okay. I'm curious what that would be like from the outside. Never mind. Never mind. I won't take that long detour just for my curiosity. Actually, if it weren't for the fact that I was streaming, I totally would take that detour for my curiosity just to see what that's like from the outside and complete the mental map, but no. No. No, not here. Not here. Okay, I have to pee. This will be a bit longer than normal. I don't think it'll be an hour longer like last night, but alrighty. I still want to finish what we're doing at this point in the story. So I will BRB. As you can tell, I'm back. It takes me a minute or two to pee. Can't carry that, and like, I'm bothered by it. Actually, now that I think about it, just like how there's a double pack of Klondike bars, there's also Hyposim can be considered a double pack of painkillers. Thank you, Sobit. I can carry 5 of those. That's 250, and that would be what? 125. That's also 250. Okay, it's not like the Klondike bars then. That guy even really conscious right now? Yeah, makes sense they got a morgue if they're working with bioweapons. Cannot take their mainframe. How unfortunate.
Access granted.
Declan, my old friend, you were right about... Oh, it's Savchenko. Yeah. You're right about the GPL implants. These bastards are using them to keep track of us, and they'll continue to do so unless we can shut down their tracking and jamming protocols. Develop another Angina attack, because we need to discuss this in person. I know you're nervous, Declan. To be honest, I am too. But Delgado's work centered on the use of electrical signals to evoke emotional responses in the brain. He was targeting the amygdala and hippocampus. It assures me we are not doing that, and I trust him, for reasons I'll explain when I can. Until then, please, don't risk yourself by sending me emails like this one. Stick to research questions only, because you're right. I'm sure they are monitoring every word we type. Megan, I'm really getting worried about the signal pattern they've got me working on. It's truly meant to transmit software upgrades to limb patients. Why do they want to broadcast Y-band across multiple frequencies simultaneously? And what exactly is it going to transmit? I know these wankers are probably monitoring every email I send you, but I can't ignore my gut. For some reason, I'm reminded of Delgado's work with electrical stimulation of the brain. Am I wrong to think there's a connection? One thing I'll point out, though, is that the profile they're using for Reed, it gives her that poofy collar that all the bad guys have had. So, I have a feeling she's tilted their hand with that. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, hi. You good? You good? Cool. Oh, neat. Wouldn't even thought to look up here. I mean, I can't directly help you with that unless I know exactly what your brother's worrying about. I guess the vaguest advice I can find is find something you enjoy working on or find fulfilling and keep at that. because that tends to distract you from everything else. Can't really think about all the bad thoughts if you're so enthralled on what you're working with. Humans tend to enjoy helping others more so than helping themselves, too. Contrary to the capitalist assumption of everybody for themselves. If I can freaking fall into this vent. That's it. Okay.
Adam? Adam Jensen? Good grief, lad. What the blazes happened to you?
I made the mistake of surviving. I'm here to get you out, Dr. Faraday.
I told Vasily that Seraph wouldn't stop looking.
Sevchenko's dead, Dr. Faraday. I'm sorry.
I figured as much. One day he was just gone, and they wouldn't say why. We were all afraid, so we just kept to the work. They forced me to create a signal pattern that could broadcast software upgrades directly into a person's implanted circuitry.
Upgrades? But do what?
Whatever instructions have been encoded into them. They said it was to improve efficiency at clinics, but that wouldn't be the only application. Far from it.
I see. Dr. Faraday, we need to free Megan from the isolation zone. I've got a plan to distract the guards. 3 lab accidents.
I like your style, son. And it just might work if you can get Nia and Eric to agree. But timing them to occur at once, that will be the trick.
I'll worry about the timing. For now, sit tight and wait for my signal.
There's one thing you're forgetting, lad. They can track our GPL signals.
I know. But I'm hoping you might have the solution to that problem. Sevchenko's viral program.
Of course! I shouldn't have underestimated you. Vasily gave it to me before he disappeared. Here you are. Upload it onto the central security computer. It will scramble their scanners. I would have done it myself, but I'm just a scientist.
Don't sell yourself short, Doc. Tell me, where do I find this security terminal?
Vasily told me there's a tunnel leading to it, near the back of the compound, I believe. But I'm afraid you'll have to explore a bit to be sure.
I think I found that.
Any idea who's behind this, Doc? The kidnapping, the facility?
Not really. Remarkable considering I've been here 6 months. You would have thought someone would let something slip. But if it doesn't have to do with the research, you don't get a word out of them.
Sounds like the guards are well trained. But what kind of threats were needed to stop the other researchers from talking?
Well, there were threats early on just to get us to work. Of course, Vasily saw right through that. Kept saying they needed us. I suppose in his case, the risk outstripped the return at some point. Damn them.
Dr. Sevchenko probably knew the risks and accepted them.
That he did. Go on, lad. Let's put this plan of yours into action. It's time to teach these wankers a lesson.
I like this guy.
Once I upload the virus, it'll be time to act. I'll signal you. A vibration in your GPL. Be ready.
Understood, lad. But do be careful.
Honestly, there's no guards left here at all, so I need 2 more points to max out aim stabilizer. Alright. Ah. Ah. I wish I knew what words to say to impart just how little that will actually matter in the grand scheme. But I'm not sure quite how to phrase it. Nice. Oh, hello there. Laser rifle. And... oh, crossbow. Second there, I thought it was a plasma rifle. Ah, need to scrap some CR ammo. That should work. Alright, now I got 1,000 spare. Silenced sniper. Nice. I mean, you could tell him just to use his experience to... no, not use his experience to whatever, but like... just don't forget it again. Like, internalize the dread he's feeling and use it to fuel his memory so he doesn't forget. I mean, that's one way of doing it. I don't know if it's... I don't think I'd call that the best way of handling crippling anxiety, but hey, it's there. Option. Ah, it's the point of no return. Okay, okay. Alright, so I have way too much laser ammo now, given just how little it actually needs to kill people. I got plenty of 10 mil. Have one extra mag of combat rifle ammo. Still don't really know if I want to keep this. And I got a full box of tranq darts. Razor full ammo. I think all the bodies are hidden now. I mean, facing it this way, if they decide to come out that way and hit the bend, they're just going to get mowed down by the turret. And that is fine by me, mind you. I was never against killing soldiers. Yeah, I'm still not going to go through there. I don't even want to know what's through there, honestly. Probably set off the alarms if I try to go through that way. If I didn't have wall punch, I suppose I'd have to go through that way. So what happens if a timer goes out? Okay. Yeah, I can really see your parents not caring. Well, I can see your dad not caring. Your mother's probably exasperated dealing with your dad's assholishness. Still, though, a little ADHD is honestly fairly common. I mean, I won't say everybody has it, but it's really a lot more common than you think. It's not as serious as it might be. Tends to be just maybe they need a nap, maybe they just need to chill out for a bit, but they don't really need meds for it. Especially if they're young. Because it could just be them having a lot of excess energy. Yeah, alright, let's get going then.
Pritchard, are you still tracking the scientists?
Of course.
Simulate feedback along that route. Make it strong enough to vibrate their implants. They have to feel it.
A signal, eh? Not bad, Jensen. I'm sending it now.
Yeah, I mean, it's outside my field of expertise. I can still try to help, obviously, but there's not a whole lot I can really do. Or even advise, honestly. I'm very much lacking information, both on the situation and on how to treat it, so... Wish I could say otherwise. I still don't have any. I'll probably call it here. It seems like a good break point, honestly. But with the guards dead, killed by the robot. Yeah, I really don't have anything to say on that other than Gosh, I hate to offer empty words, but I suppose that's all I have. I wish ye well. Or well wishes. Yeah, you have a good night too, Sobit. Actually, if you're... I don't know if Alyssa will be able to hear this by the end, but if your brother can contact a classmate, you could try to get you know, get some kind of a copy, verbal or otherwise, of the homework. So that way they still have something to hand in. Otherwise, it's just tell them it's not that big a deal. Like, you're not going to remember this 10 years from now. So I hope your situation improves. And to hopefully have a good night. I won't command you to because I don't have the power to, but I hope you have a good night. See y'all tomorrow.